Hey, what's up? Adam here. 10:57 p.m. is the time. 9/3/2016 is the date. Um, in that moment of just saying the time and date right there, it sounded remarkably corny in my head, but I'm probably going to listen back to it. It might not sound too bad, actually. Right now, I'm kind of worried about my dad upstairs, like being able to hear me or not. Because I heard like footsteps, and I just wonder how well the sound can travel upstairs, and I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I honestly don't think the sound's going to be able to travel upstairs. Because I mean, for one, I don't really have much of a booming voice anyway. But so I remember. I don't know. It's not really consequential. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, because I made one of these earlier, but I didn't get more than like 2 minutes into it because I was trying. I was getting scared that I was being heard, and so I couldn't be fully open, and that always derails these things. But as I was saying before, I was trying to write lyrics today, or I wasn't actually trying, but I said to myself yesterday that I was gonna really buckle down today and get lyrics done for the album today. Well, not get them done, but just like get something going. But I didn't get anything done today, so that was kind of a disappointment. I'm probably going to go back upstairs and try to at least get something done. But yeah, the fact that I didn't like buckle down, because I said in my head that I was going to try to get myself into a mode where I liked writing lyrics. Because I do these things where I try to pretend that I actually like something when I don't actually like it. Yeah, and somebody's gonna listen back to this and think, "Oh, why are you writing lyrics if you don't like writing them?" And I can't give you a good fucking answer for that. I just said fucking with too much whatever behind the voice, the Alfie dog bark, too loud voice thing. I gotta be a little more smooth with my cursing. Yeah, I just have so much pent up anger, pent up frustrations that come out when I curse. That sound like Alfie barking because he had that ear grating bark. And so that's why it doesn't come out smooth. That's actually Joe Rogan mentioned that one time on his podcast that some people just have this backed up chimp energy that they never get rid of. I think he was projecting his own self there in that moment, but he's probably right. People, because we had these fucking retarded brains that think it's still the Stone Age. And we've never gotten a software update for our dumb brains, retarded brains. So we're just all living as chimps in the modern world, me included. I don't pretend to not include myself. On some level I do, but for the sake of humility, I don't. Oh god, I'm such an arrogant fuck. Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing that can derail one of these things too. 4 minutes? We can get further than that. Yeah, so I don't know what the strategy for writing the lyrics is going to be. I have this notepad document. Well, I have 5 or 6 different notepad documents with just random shit about the album written in them. But I have this one notepad document that has a list of just one word themes that I keep thinking of. And I could actually read off that list right now. Where is it? One word themes. Okay. TV, static, purple, orange, apocalypse, sunset, Asian horror, manic in sunglasses, psychological thriller, superhero, nightmare, Islam, atomic explosion, silhouette, malice, nightmare. Oh, I think that was a brainstorm for the album name. Yeah, like I keep going in like this creepy direction. God, what the fuck is wrong with my skin? I'm like breaking out in hives and shit. No idea what the fuck is going on. Some kind of allergy. Some kind of fucked up thing in my sinus. Or maybe this could be like a bug bite or just whatever. This fucking garage is like probably mold infested. Probably dying from mold inhalation. Yeah, but I had these one-word themes that I wrote down. That, you know, just like the general feel of the album. I keep thinking of this image in my head of like a grid of lights being laid down on a map of the U.S. That like it's a square grid at first. Like it's like this image, like the grid is like descending onto the map of the U.S. But the map of the U.S. has like terrain. Like it's not just a flat map, but like it has elevation and shit on it. And by that I mean literally the paper of the map is like up, like elevated above the table it's on or whatever. And this grid of lights is descending down upon it. But when it starts off as a completely square grid. Like if you're I'm thinking of like yellow grid, neon luminescent grid descending down onto the map of the US. But it starts off as a completely square, even grid. But as it descends down, it conforms to the contours of the map, like the elevation contours. And so I think what that image is trying to tell me is that there has to be compromise. It has something to do with compromise. And I think that there's some, because, you know, I keep trying to like, I don't know, it's like every time I talk, I'm like, I can feel air leaking into my sinuses and getting trapped in my fucking ears or something. It's very distracting, to say the least. And I just wish it would not happen, but it's actually comforting to know that Dad also has these. Well, I mean, you know, I don't want Dad to be sick, but it's comforting to know that he like has symptoms exactly like these. And so does Mom. So, you know, it's like, it just says to me that it's just some sort of benign infection instead of like cancer or something, which would be the worst case scenario. 7:57. I thought we were closer to 10 minutes, but whatever. Yeah, so compromise. I'm not sure how exactly that related to the list of themes. I think it was, you know, try to get the themes in there, but make it more about the feeling that the song is giving you. Like, because I have the music pretty much written for the album. It's just a matter of making the lyrics. And I think what the compromise image is trying to tell me is, while writing the lyrics, you know, first and foremost, it has to convey the feeling of the song. But, you know, you can shoehorn in a few of those themes that you wrote down, you know. Just, you know, there has to be compromise for those two to meet in between. And, you know, when opposites are joined at the hip, you know, magical effects happen. It's how Howard Bloom always says. God, what is leaking into my fucking ears? How is it leaking into my ears? I think is the real question here. And, you know, I know it's some sort of fucking infection, because now my tongue, I can feel my tongue is like getting sore, like there's sores in the back of it or something. I was afraid of that for a few days. Like, I don't know, it must be something going on in my subconscious with like oropharyngeal cancer, because I keep like, it keeps reverting back to that. I don't know, there's got to be some like symbolism going on with that I haven't figured out yet. Yeah, so that's good. I'm having the instinct to say that I want to get like at least one of those like deep thoughts that are in my head, like the map grid light thing one that I just mentioned. My instinct is telling me to say that I want to get one of those done for each one of these journal entries, like get one of those out. But I know if I say it out loud, I'll end up not being able to do it. And so, fuck that. Well, I've already said it now, so I've probably fucked myself. And now I'm saying that to try to unfuck myself, but I know I won't be able to unfuck myself, so that's just going to be, in the back of my mind, in my subconscious somewhere, fucking me up. So, 10:40, I mean, so we're done here, or I'm done. I hate when people say we're done. It's very, I don't know, it's something that I don't like. And I especially hate when I say it because, it feels like I'm being harder or, like pretending to be more assertive than I actually am when I'm not actually assertive. Pretend like, some kid out in the street asked me to throw him the football. I get like this dumb voice like, yeah, no problem, man. No problem, man. Okay, that's 11 minutes now, so goodbye.